Week update time. This last weekend I was time traveling in Hamad, doing the whole medieval fair thing. Loads of fun. Nearly rained away on Saturday, but still good fun, most of all, because time travel is nice and relaxing. And now, today, I have been able to move the big chunk of steel that was here in front of the garage, and I have been cleaning up all the other stuff we got, because I'll show you proper but I think you noticed last week Steve was here helping me out. We dismantled a workshop down in Larvik, got that transported up here to Oslo, and then I got a lot of stuff, and now I need to take care of it. So I'll show you proper but I think it's good. So one of the things that Steve was here and helped me out with was the whole reorganizing of things here and in the forge. So even though it might not look like it, this is now a hell of a lot better. You just need to consider I got like 8 more pallets of stuff shoved in here now, and it's a bit of a mess. So, you know, please come and buy my things so I can get things cleared out and get room for more interesting things. I'll show you proper but yeah, I have things, many things, details in a second. So, among what we got up from Larvik now, not that one, but this one, a metal chop saw, which is in old, but it's in very good condition. I can prove it because you can spin this really nice and smoothly. I think that's a good proof. I haven't fired it up yet, but it's in pretty good condition. You can do the angle adjustments on the saw, and there's extra chopping blades in here if you need to, and a stupidly long cable with an old socket. So that's something to figure out, but that's the only thing, I promise. I think otherwise it's in very good nick. It says words. I promise, it's words. Then also big pillar drill with, fancifully enough, both reverse and 2 speeds forward, including the whole gear shift speeds things. Yes, and a knob that does a thing, a spinny thing that does a thing, and this handle that definitely lowers it without an issue, because it's very smooth acting and very silky and all of that. Also, you can spin both the head out of the way and lower it a bit, and the knee of this can also raise up and spin all the way around, and you have the T-section, so you can clamp stupidly long vertical bits if you need to do drilling things on the end and don't have a lathe or things that don't fit in a lathe. Next, sandblasting cabinet, which is a pretty decent bit of kit if you're into that sort of thing. I would love to keep it, but I literally don't have the room. Everything seems to be in order, except this thing needs another bit of hose to connect those together. But other than that, this is pretty alright. Yes, there's also a bag of sand that was there, but also this is about, I think, like 55 by 58 centimeters on the tall end and 120 centimeters deep. So you can actually work on some pretty nice bits in here. And yes, I would very much definitely want to keep this myself if I could, but I cannot because time. And I wouldn't use it that often. And I also need the space in here. Then we have a hardening oven. Nice big chunky boy with the gauges and the things. Plenty of fun levers. I'm not entirely sure what I do. But also, you have this thing, which was fitted already with a tray, because it's got from the shop. So you have a tray. So you can keep all of your tiny bits for hardening in here. Relying on normally grated, you can see that? But yeah, nice bit of kit that. And now you might be asking, oh wait, that's only four pallets of things, and the motor. Well, that's because there's more. It's just over here. For example, I mean, I have teased about things outside. We'll get to it. But we got a load of coal, loads and loads of coal, bags, bits from forge, lots more coal, plenty of coal, a whole lot of coal, and a nice big pile of tongs, including some other hammer punchy drifts and such. So we have a lot of that. and a couple more anvils. I mean, the current state of anvils is almost embarrassing, because now I actually have one more that I can't make room for, because now it's hiding underneath there. So people do come, please buy anvils, because this one is getting lonely over there, and these ones need a good home. But don't do any shenanigans, because I have an anvil guardian. This fella is very dangerous. Just before going outside, there's also a workbench which had these benders, breakers things on them, 2 in different sizes. That's getting nicely soaked up now. And a small engineer's vice, that's the word. That's also, as with everything else, for sale. Ignore the pile of vices that's going to be repaired eventually soon, hopefully. But this should very soon, I think, be in pretty good nick. So, there's that. Now, outside. So, the previously mentioned workbench. That's a 20 mil thick plate of steel, 50 centimeters wide, and 2 meters long. A tad rusty in the bottom, but still good, especially the top. And technically already sold, except the guy that got it at the auction I ran on Facebook hasn't replied yet. So, if you're interested in this, do give me a message, because if he is no longer responding in a while, then someone else gets it. Now, over here, we have another iron worker, bigger than mine, that I have inside. I believe this one should have the capacity of doing 35, maybe 40 mil square, depending on the size of holes. And this is in running condition, but because of size and being stupidly heavy, I can't have it inside the garage. So, I have video of it working. It is provincially tarped up, and I'll get more tarps and cover it proper soon, if it doesn't sell right away, because like it shouldn't be here, it should be used, it should be in a good home. Then, last little bit, which I should have thought about. I'll post pictures. Massive coal storage bin, where all of the other coal came from, and it's nice and handy. You can have it with the forge if you want to. And then there's the really, really big coal forge that is massive. One blower fueling 2 pots, one normal one there, and then a kind of cool one that's here, where it has a series of valves that lets you heat this. No, that doesn't work. Long trough. Wait a second. Yeah, so there's long trough of foginess here. Not sure what to use it for. Maybe hardening like breaker bars or something? Crowbars? Not sure. So, long story short, come buy things, because it's getting crowded in here, and I want the space to get more cool stuff in, so that more cool stuff can go to more cool people. That's a good one. I'm sticking with that one. Also, I have this bit of metal racking for storing shorter-ish lengths. It's nearly 1.5 meters tall and 1.5 meters long. So quite nice and handy. But I have it spare now. It's surplus. So, also, there's a box of jigs that I'll be putting up for sale soonish. I just need to do it, actually. Anyway, please send help. It's getting full in here now. Also, just between you and me, I have a lead on another iron worker that's still in Germany. So if you're down continent-wise and you want an iron worker, send me a message sort of quick like, because I can probably help you out rather nicely. Good price and all that.